What if I told you something? Your brain actually prefers bad news. You are not a negative person and you are not broken inside either. Evolution simply designed your mind this way because it saved your life for centuries. Right now, millions stare at terrifying headlines, watching disasters unfold on screens, reading political scandals every morning and consuming dark warnings of doom. You tell yourself you want peace, yet your fingers tap on danger. Why is bad news so magnetic? Why can you never look away? Every shocking headline hijacks an ancient system, a survival engine living inside your skull. It protected humans for thousands of generations, and once you see this hidden trap, you will view news completely differently. Let us begin with a simple experiment. Imagine walking down a quiet city street late at night. On your left, a warm light shines from a cozy local bakery, filling the cold air with the smell of fresh bread. You feel peaceful for a brief second, but suddenly on your right something changes. A dark shadow moves quickly behind an old building. Where do your eyes jump first? You do not make a conscious choice here. Your body reacts before you can even think. Your heart rate speeds up, your lungs pull in air, and your focus locks directly onto that moving shadow. The sweet smell of fresh bread vanishes completely while your calm mood disappears in an instant. Why does your brain ignore pleasant comfort just to chase after potential danger? To solve this mystery, we must travel back thousands of years into human history. Picture your ancient ancestor standing near the edge of a dense forest. The woods are dark and completely silent. Life back then was very simple, yet every moment brought extreme danger. Every single day was a quiet battle between two basic forms of information. Good news meant finding a sweet berry bush. Bad news meant a predator hidden in the tall grass. Now think carefully about the stakes involved in that situation. If your ancestor missed the good news, they missed a quick afternoon snack. That was unfortunate, but they survived easily and they could search for food again tomorrow. But if they missed the bad news even for a single split second, they became the snack. There were no second chances out there and no room for any mistakes. Survival demanded one strict rule: the threat must always come first. Over millions of years, that strict rule became built deep into human biology. Deep inside your skull lies an ancient alarm system, acting far faster than conscious thought, scanning your surroundings in a fraction of a second. When something good happens to you, your mind smiles and then it moves along quickly. But when a threat appears, your nervous system explodes with stress hormones. Adrenaline rushes through your blood, your senses sharpen to a razor edge, and your brain locks the memory into deep storage. You are built to remember painful events far more clearly than happy moments, simply because remembering danger kept your ancestors alive. Scientists call this deep pattern the negativity bias. It is not a flaw in your thinking, it was once your greatest tool for staying alive. Welcome to Anthrix, where we uncover the hidden mechanisms behind human behavior. If you want to understand the secret forces shaping your mind every day, hit subscribe and join our search for the truth. Now let us jump forward to the modern world. The wild green forest is completely gone, replaced by smooth glass screens resting in the palm of your hand. But your ancient brain has not changed at all. It is still scanning the horizon for danger, constantly looking for hidden threats to protect you from harm. And modern news companies understand this biological secret very well. Decades ago, publishers noticed something strange. Happy stories make people feel calm and peaceful, but scary stories force people to pay attention. A headline about a quiet sunny day makes you smile, and then you put the paper down. But a headline about an incoming storm or an invisible threat forces you to stop. You read every single word and you pass the warning to your friends. It triggers the exact same internal alarm that once saved your ancestors from wild beasts. Social media platforms discovered an even deeper reality. Negative emotions like anger, outrage, and fear generate the highest level of human activity. When a story makes you feel threatened or alarmed, you click much faster, type angry comments with your thumbs, and stay inside the app much longer. The computer algorithms behind your feed do not care about your happiness. They only care about keeping your attention locked on the screen. And so, they feed your ancient survival brain a non-stop diet of modern threats. Every crisis, every argument, and every tragedy is delivered right to your eyes, creating an endless loop of panic. Your old survival engine is being used against you. This creates a strange and deeply troubling paradox. We always say that we want peace, quiet, and happiness, yet we spend hours consuming stories that make us feel nervous and exhausted. We run directly toward the very things that cause us stress. But why do we secretly want to look at disaster? Because when you read about a crisis from a safe room, your brain experiences a strange kind of relief. You learn about a dangerous situation without taking any real physical damage. Your mind feels as if it is collecting vital survival intelligence, preparing itself for the worst possible outcome so you can stay safe. It is an old instinct built to give you control in a world that feels unpredictable. Think about how this shapes your view of reality every single day. When your daily feed is full of nonstop bad news, your brain makes a big mistake. It begins to believe that the world is far more dangerous than it actually is. You start to see threats around every corner, trusting other people much less, and living in a state of quiet, constant stress. The ancient survival tool that once protected us now distorts how we see reality. So the next time you feel a strong impulse to tap on a dark, shocking headline, pause for just one moment. Remind yourself that your brain is not broken. It is simply trying to protect you using rules from an ancient world. But you are no longer standing in that dark forest. You have the power to take a slow, deep breath, step back, and choose where your focus goes. Because in a world built to sell your fear for profit, deciding what gets your attention is the ultimate act of freedom.